How's everybody doing? My name is Linda Bullard and I am an independent chalk couture designer. And give me just a second. I'm going to see if I can't find my video. I hope everybody's enjoying this Sunday. This is Super Bowl Sunday. I personally don't watch football, but I know that a lot of you do. As a matter of fact, a lot of people probably won't see this live because you all are watching the game. But it's okay. It's all right. I hope your team wins. Give me just a second. And there I am. Let me adjust my camera just a little bit. Okay. Again, my name is Linda Bullard. I am an independent chalk couture designer. And today I am going to be doing another project for the Valentine banquet that I am working on. This time I'm going to do the Do Small Things with Great Love. And I'm going to use it on this little board that I found. The frame on this board was red initially, but I wanted a silver frame. So what I did is I took our black chalk paste and I watered it down some and painted the frame black. And then I took our shimmer silver and just took my fingers and buffed it on. So I got myself a silver frame now. Normally what I would do first is write on the back of this transfer what it is, but since I've already used it, I've already written the name of it on the back of the transfer. And the reason we do this is because our transfers are reusable, and you want to make sure that you put them back on the backer when you're done using it and cleaning it, but you want to make sure you put it on the right side. This side is glossy, and that's the side you want to make sure you put it back on. The back side is matte, and believe me, I have put it on the wrong side before. You do not want to do that. Now, I know some of you are out there thinking, what is chalk couture? What is she talking about? Well, chalk couture is a high-end DIY home decor company. We make the home decor projects using silkscreen transfers and chalk paste. Our chalk paste is water-soluble, and it can be used on almost any surface. And since it is water-soluble, if you should make a mistake, you can just wash it off with water. We also have inks for those of you who like doing t-shirts or tea towels or any kind of textile, pillows, whatever. We also have ink. Now, our ink is permanent. So if you should make a mistake with the ink, you probably won't be able to redo it. But anyway, so let's get started. Like I said, normally I would write on the back what the name of the transfer is, but I've already done that. And then After that, what we usually do is what we call fuzzing, because these transfers are very sticky. And this one is still a little sticky, so I'm going to go ahead and fuzz it. This is our fuzzing towel. And it's terry cloth on one side and it's microfiber on the other side for the cleanup. And what you want to do is you want to lay your transfer down on the terry cloth side, and just to add a little lint to it to get some of the stickiness off. And then I'm just going to lay it on our surface and try to get it centered as well as I can. Okay, I think that might be good. And I'm just going to rub it down, because you want to make sure that you don't have any kind of bubbles in your silk screen, because if you have bubbles, more than likely you're going to get chalk paste under it and it's going to run underneath the silk screen. Now today, sticking with the colors that I've been using all along on these Valentine projects, I've been doing pink, silver, and black. So because my pink is a hot pink and that's not the color I want, this is raspberry sorbet. I'm going to mix just a little white in it to get the soft pink that I'm looking for. And I need a stir stick. I thought I brought some in here with me. I guess not. Let me see what I got in here. I'll use one of these. Like I said, I'm just going to stir it up really well. You want to make sure it's stirred up and it's the consistency of yogurt or cake batter. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my tray. Now, it doesn't take a whole lot of paste to do a project, so I'm just going to put a little bit on here. And I'm going to add a little bit of white. Now my white is a little bit thick, so what I'm going to do is add some water to it. And you always want to use distilled water, because tap water can cause your paste to mold. So I'm just going to add a little bit of distilled water and stir it in until I get the consistency that I want. And you want to make sure you get all the way down to the bottom and around the sides when you're doing this. Okay, we're almost there. I think that's good. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of white to my pink. And then I'm going to stir it up really well. Got a little chunk in there. It's still a little bit darker than what I want, so I'm going to add a little bit more white. Alright, I think that's good. Now the other color I'm going to use is eucalyptus, because there are some flowers on the side of this and I want to use a green to do my flowers in. So I'm going to go ahead and stir this up as well. Ooh, and it's really, really thick. So I'm going to add some water to this one. Okay, and I think that is good. I got a couple of chunks in there, but it's okay. I'll take care of them later. Now, having your paste the right consistency is the key to getting your project done smoothly, because the better the consistency of your paste, the easier it glides across those transfers. So, let's do this. Clean my fingers off. Okay. I'm going to do what we call the chalk and pour. What we call chalk and pull, because there's a little bitty, I don't know if you can see that, there's a little bitty banner right here that I also want to do with the eucalyptus. So I'm going to go ahead and do the banner and eucalyptus and go ahead and chalk the dew. And then I'm going to pull it back so that it will break away from the paste and not dry out before I'm ready for it to be dry. And it takes just a very little bit. Put that on. And I'm going to use our multi-tool to do the work dew, because it's such a small space. And I don't want to get it mixed in with my green. Then you take your excess off, put it back in your jar, and save it for another time. Go ahead and pull this back. Now, when you're pulling your transfers back, you always want to pull them from top to bottom or side to side. Otherwise, you risk stretching your transfer. Now, I'm going to use my blow dryer on a cool setting to go ahead and dry this. And it doesn't take long at all for your chalk to dry. All right. And then I'm just going to lay this back down. And I'm going to smooth down the words small. All right, then I'm going to take my mini squeegee. And I'm going to take the pink. And I'm just going to spread it on my transfer. Take my mini squeegee and just spread it out. Now, like I said, the paste will dry kind of fast, so you don't want to take too long getting it spread out. Then take your excess off, put it back to use at a later date. And then I'm going to pull it back. And I'm going to blow dry it. Okay, now you want to make sure when you're using your blow dryer that you let your surface go back to room temp before proceeding. Otherwise, you can pull your chalk paste up. So I'm going to let that just sit for just a second until my board cools down. And then that doesn't take long at all. Alrighty. And next, I am going to do, there's another little banner here that says with. And I'm also going to do that in the eucalyptus as well as the flowers on the side. I'm going to go ahead and do those. Do flowers. And the banner. Ooh, I got a bubble in my banner. I didn't smooth it down real well. Let's hope that doesn't matter. I'm going to take the excess off. And we're going to peel it back. And my banner is fine. But as you can see, I did come off my transfer some, and I got a little paint on the side, but that's fine because, like I said, the chalk paste is water soluble, so I can wash it off. Alrighty. And while I'm waiting for that to go back to room temp, I'm going to go ahead and get that chalk paste off right there. I'm just going to spray a little bit of water on a Q-tip. And I'm going to wash that right off. And that's how easy it is. Now I'm going to dry that spot because you don't want to have your board wet when you go to finish your caulking. All right. And then finally, I'm going to put this back down and I'm going to smooth it out, make sure I get all the bubbles out. Now, it doesn't matter if there are bubbles in the green areas. You just want to make sure that there are no bubbles in your silkscreen area. And I had a small one right there. Okay, I think I'm good. We're going to finish this up. I'm going to add my pink to the Great Love. Take my mini squeegee and just spread it out. Being careful not to get it in the green. And then I'm going to take the excess off. And ooh, it was kind of wet right there. I'm going to dry that, then I'm going to put it back down. I had a bubble right there. have taken a little bit too long because it looks like my chalk paste dried in the screen. So I'm going to wipe it off and put it back down to finish that because it did pull up a little bit. So I'm just going to take a little water and spray on it. Take a towel and wipe it off. You know, normally when you clean your transfers, you will put them in water and wash them. But because I'm going to use this right away, I'm just going to spray a little water on it and wipe it off. You want to make sure that you get all the water out of your transfer. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I got all the paste out and all the water out, except right there in that one little spot in my E. There's still a little bit of paste there. Okay. Make sure this is good and dry. And then I'm going to lay it back down. All right, so I'm just going to put down another layer of paste, and work it in, moving quickly so that it doesn't dry. Taking off my excess and putting it back. And let's pull this up. And there we are. Let me try this before I touch it. And it was just that easy. Here's our finished project. Do small things with great love. I want to thank you for watching. I hope everyone has a good Sunday. And again, if you are a football fan and your team is playing, I hope they win. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.